Hey there, boys and ghouls. It's your friend Tats. I'm back with another video. Yeah, this isn't really a 4K review, but this is definitely going to be a Blu-ray review. I just thought it'd be fun to talk about this release. And however, I am going to admit I do feel bad because my friend Rob at VHS 82 apostrophe was supposed to get his copy of this in today too, but I think he said that now saying it's going to be tomorrow. So I kind of feel bad doing this when he hasn't gotten his yet, but hopefully, this might tide him over until he gets his version or his copy of it. But real quick, just first, I just wanted to talk about a couple of other releases I picked up today. Well, I got in the mail today. This one here from Visual Vengeance, Leave Them Alone. It is Lichen Colony. So got this one in. A nice addition. But truth be told, this movie, it says here, fascinating on almost every level. No, no, I'm sorry. This movie is. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to poop on any fans of this movie, but this movie is very much a chore to sit through. It is very, very hard to watch. And you say, well, if that's the case, then why did you get it? Because that right there. I don't know if you can see there or not. It includes the Riff Tracks version. Full Riff Tracks version of movie. That's the reason why I wanted this. So yeah, I have seen this before. I think I'm trying to remember if it was on Prime or Tubi, but I have seen it before. Yeah, this movie. Oh God. Yeah, right up there with like Suburban Sasquatch. And that's the level of filmmaking we're talking about. I will say though, it was like this is actually a really nice addition. Uh, Visual Vengeance. You know, you can complain about the movie, but you can't say the Visual Vengeance, really phoned it in on this release. So you got that, then you got, yeah, and then open it up. You got, your usual stuff you get with their releases. This one here, you got a car freshener, New Hampshire forest scent. So you got that. Of course, you always get the stickers. Would not be a Visual Vengeance release without the stickers. Try to, so you can see all of them. Then the little poster that comes with it. Hang on. Oh, there's like a little pamphlet here. With some info about the flick. And then, like I said, you got your little poster here. So, like I say, there's nothing on the back, but you do get the front there, and you get reversible cover art. So there's the inside, but you take out the disc. There you go. So, like I say, you say what you will about the movie and stuff, and like I said, to be truthfully honest with you, the only reason I got this was because it has the Riff Tracks commentary on it. I've seen the movie, and I'm sorry, it's like old grandma used to say, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. But of course, in this day and age, whoever pays attention to that advice. But anyway, yeah, they did a good job, and I applaud them for including the Riff Tracks commentary. There are so many releases coming out now. Like Kino Lorber is putting out like The Dark Power with Lash LaRue. That has a Riff Tracks. They could have put the Riff Tracks commentary on that. They didn't do it. Like Vinegar Syndrome put out Terror at Tenkiller. I very much advise, if you're going to watch Terror at Tenkiller, I very much advise it would be a lot more better watch if you watch it with the Riff Tracks commentary. That's just my opinion. But anyway, so yeah, running. And the other one I picked up, unfortunately, I ordered the two indicator 4Ks, and unfortunately, I was going to review one on body bags on Saturday, but unfortunately, yeah, that one got back ordered, and of course, the one I'm talking about is Lips of Blood. I got Fascination. That's supposed to be coming in today. Probably may not get it till tomorrow, but anyway, so I'm probably going to go ahead and do this one on Saturday instead. Thank you, Kino Cult. This is number one in their series. We have Lorna the Exorcist. I figure, like right now, especially with Exorcist Believer being kind of a topic everybody's talking about, it's like, why not talk about, a smutty exorcism film? That's not something we get too many of. So, softcore. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think this is softcore, but, it's a Jess Franco film. It stars Lena Romay, so it's going to be softcore. So, but. What's in here? Yeah, actually, a couple of bonus features on here. Audio commentary by novelist and critic Tim Lucas. Interview with actress Pamela Stanford. Interview with filmmaker Gerard Cocoin. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Interview with Stephen Thrower, the author of Murderous Passions, The Delirious Cinema of Jess Franco. Always love a Stephen Thrower interview. And Kim Newman. It's like Stephen Thrower, Kim Newman interview. Oh, I'm hooked. Both English and French audio tracks. And there you go. Very basic, nothing much to it, but this is kind of cool that we got that. All right, now, it's always like this, isn't it? Well, 6 minutes in. Sorry, I was looking at my clock. Now, the one we're talking about today is from Radiance, and this is limited to 3,000 copies, and it does not say what number I got. So in case if anybody's interested in that, I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you. We have the limited edition of Messiah of Evil, and this is kind of the best way to explain this movie. It's probably like, it's the kind of dreamy, Lovecraftian, zombie cult film that you didn't know you needed. This movie came out in 1973, and the sad part is I remember my brother who passed away, unfortunately, and he always used to bug him because he would be like, because I was born in 1977 and he was born in 1973. And so he would be like, what movies came out in 1973? So I'd tell him, stuff like, Magnum Force or, what else was there? The Exorcist, Messiah of Evil, American Graffiti, stuff like that. And he's like, you were born in 77. You had movies, the year you were born, movies like Star Wars and Close Encounters and, Martin, Rabid, The Hills Have Eyes, Smokey and the Bandit. He's like, damn, that sucks, man. I was like, no wonder why you love movies so much. Look at all the movies that came out the year you were born. And I was like, but you had like Wicker Man and stuff like that. You had some good movies come out the year you were born too. He always was, though. He was always fascinated about that kind of thing. So he was like, and our oldest brother, he was born in 72. And he was like, I was like, man, he got like good movies come out the year he was born. It's like, there were good movies in 73, bro. But, he was born like, the year The Godfather came out and stuff. So I don't know. He just always was obsessed with that kind of thing. But 1973, so yeah. Like I said, limited 3,000 copies. New restoration from a 4K scan of the best surviving elements of the film from the Academy Film Archives. Let's see here. A woman travels to a sleepy seaside town to find her, father, who has been sent writing letters of spelling doom. Upon arrival, she soon discovers the town is under the influence of a strange cult that weeps tears of blood and a hunger for human flesh. Sorry, it's kind of hard to read sometimes. And of course, I gotta wear glasses and stuff. So anyway, this is what we got here. You get, like Radiance, and holy crap, Radiance did a great job with this. And Rob, I think you were going to be so pleased when you get your copy of this. And so, here we go. Just kind of take that off. Like I said, there's nothing on there like, the sticker or anything like that. But here we go. Beautiful, hard slipcase, man. Oh, God. There you go. If you're not a fan of, that's one thing that's kind of nice, because I thought I was going to miss out on this. Because, I remember months back, I put my pre-order up on Amazon, and then they took it away, and Rob and we had a back and forth about that. And, over time, then I kind of wonder, it's like, they've done this before. They would put up a pre-order, then they would take it away, and you'd lose it. And then, if, some time would pass, it would come back, and you could pre-order again. And that's what happened with this. Eventually, the pre-order did come back, and I was able to put in another order and just let it sit. And I finally was able to get my copy of it today. So, That's kind of the only thing, though. It's like, yeah, it's front, back, same thing. But, wow. It was definitely worth the wait, though, and I'm glad to get this. And one thing I will say, though, is like, I think that's another thing, too. I got off track. What I was going to say is, like, yeah, if you're not into the whole, like, limited edition thing, and, if I had lost out on the limited edition completely, would not be as impressive, but at least next month, they do have just a standard edition of this coming out. So it's like, okay, yeah, it may not have been cool as getting this, but at least I would have still been able to get the movie next month anyway. So, but I got this one here, and I do believe this is supposed to be the first slipcase edition that Radiance has done. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is kind of a tight fit. You got to kind of, everything in here is kind of packed kind of snug. So you got to kind of be careful when you're taking this stuff out. Okay, so we got our booklet here. A lot of these come with the booklet, and the zombie cult creature. That's the thing; they're not really zombies. It's kind of hard to explain, but and they have oh yeah, that's easily the best scene in the movie. This young lady, she goes to a movie theater to watch a movie, and it says "Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye." Funny considering how the scene plays out. And she goes in, and it's easily the best scene in the movie. It's very scary. It's very atmospheric. She goes in. There's maybe like a couple other people in the cinema besides her, and she starts watching the movie, and she's kind of sitting in the middle of the theater. And unbeknownst to her, while she's watching the movie, as she's watching it, these zombie-like creatures just start slowly piling in, and they're all sitting behind her and stuff like that. And then, eventually she looks to her left and she sees one of them come towards her, looks to her right, sees another one coming, and then she turns around and she realizes, like, oh crap, she is stuck, like all these zombie creatures are closing in on her and stuff. It's a very scary atmospheric scene. And yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. She turns around. That's what she sees. All these zombie-like creatures coming towards her. There's another scene that takes place in the supermarket that's really, really good, too. And here you go. Yeah, so we got the booklet there. And we get to... That's the thing. You got reversible cover art. I chose this because I love this. This is the original poster art for the film. And I've always loved this, artwork and stuff. And, and I was kicking myself for the longest time because... it was a Code Red. They put out their Blu-ray. I never picked that up, but at least thank God we finally got this. So this is the inside. I have to say the reversible artwork isn't really as appealing. Just my personal taste. Just I prefer the original poster work. But so anyway, it's really nice. At least you get reversible artwork and stuff. So got that, and then on the back, just. The bonus features, let's see what we got here. We got a new 2023 restoration from a 4K scan of the best surviving elements of the film from the Academy Film Archive. So, which means, now that I bought this, probably about a year or so, I'm going to have to turn around and probably buy this again because there's going to be a 4K probably coming very soon. And while this looks amazing, hang on, let me finish reading this. I'll get to that in a minute. Uncompressed mono PCM audio commentary with critics and horror experts Kim Newman and Stephen Thrower. I can't wait to listen to that. Archival interview with co-writer director William Hike and by Mike White from the Projection Booth podcast. What the Blood Moon Brings, Messiah of Evil, a New American Nightmare, a documentary feature which explores Messiah of Evil, the context of American independent cinema of the 70s, as well as examining the film's allegiance to several subgenres of horror film and through the underlying themes, co-directed by Dima Ballin, I hope I pronounced that right, and Kat Ellinger, featuring film scholars Alexandra Heller Nicholas, Maitland McDonough, Guy Adams, Michael Coven, and David Huckvale. Sorry. And that is 57 minutes. That's a very nice documentary. Rob, if you're watching this, bud, you're gonna love that documentary. I think you are gonna be really like you're gonna be over the moon when you see that. You're gonna love that documentary. It's really good. Visual essay on American Gothic and female hysteria by critic Kat Ellinger, which is 22 minutes. English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Time Tomorrow, and limited edition 80-page booklet featuring writing by Bill Ackerman, Joseph Dwyer, Amanda Reyes, Andy Marshall Roberts, and Larissa Glasser. So anyway, so that's what you got here. And like I said, I think watching this here, this is one of those movies, like, I'm sure you know, this is one of those movies, you'll find them in a lot of those, like, DVD 50 packs, and, like, $5, like, DVD, like, 10 movie packs or whatever. And this is one of those movies that for the longest time has always had a really, really cruddy film, transfer and stuff, it's like, and to see it get, now I'm pretty sure that, Code Red probably did the best they could with the film elements, but this looks really, really good. This easily, that's the way I first discovered this movie, was seeing it on, like one of those like zombie movie, like, was it like 13 movie packs or something like that? It was the first time I saw it, and it looked atrocious on that transfer and everything. This here, I'm sure this is very much the best this movie has looked thus far. I will say though, it's like, okay, as good as this movie looks, and it does look really good on here, and I'm sure some people will probably get this and be like, I really can't imagine that movie looking much better than this. Honestly, I do think that, with high dynamic range and everything, I think honestly a 4K transfer would really benefit this film. I really do think so. There is quite a level of grain, and I think that's another thing too. With a 4K transfer, it might not remove it, but maybe kind of smooth it out just a little bit. The film is quite grainy, of course, but yeah. So I could definitely see if they put out a 4K somewhere down the road, I could see myself upgrading. But honestly, if this is it, the picture quality is still, it's the best this movie has ever, it's the best I've ever seen it look, and I'm very, very thrilled with it. And it's just, it's an older film. I believe it's 60 millimeter. It's only going to look so good. This is one I'd be willing to bet. Like, yeah, probably. I bet you if you watch this movie, turn the color off and watch it in black and white, it probably look pretty astonishing, I imagine. But you know, but anyway, still, if somebody was to say this is it, this is the best it's ever gonna get, it's never gonna be any better than this. This is what you're gonna have to live with. This is a glorious way to go out with it. So, yeah, and to have it in this nice, beautiful edition and stuff, like, just wow. And this was a movie I had on DVD for the longest time, and I was always worried. I was, and I missed out on the Code Red Blu-ray, and thought, well, that's it. I'm stuck with just having it on DVD, and now, I have a nice, beautiful, beautiful copy of it. Excuse me. So I think I've gone on long enough, but yeah, if you can get your hands on this, and it really is worth seeing. It's a genuinely good film. It's a little bit of a slow burn, it kind of takes a little bit to get going, but my oh my, once this movie gets going, it packs a wallop. And, I honestly urge, if you haven't seen this movie, and especially if you're into kind of, like I said, kind of Lovecraftian, zombie kind of, cult films and stuff. And if you're into that kind of stuff, Messiah of Evil is definitely gonna, scratch that itch for you. So you're gonna love this, and God knows I do. So anyway, yeah, pick it up. And like I said, if you don't, if you can be patient, you're not really into the whole limited edition thing, you want to save a little bit of money, just wait till next month. The standard edition comes out, you can get it then. So, and I can imagine some people doing that, because like I said, I do believe this is the first slipcase that Radiance has done. So I imagine everything up till now has just been, the standard Amaray cases. So I can imagine some people will probably be like, I'm probably just going to wait and get the standard edition, so that way I can keep all my Radiance titles uniform. I can understand that. That makes sense. But anyway, yeah, Messiah of Evil is definitely worth the pick up, and I'm so glad to finally have it. And Rob, buddy, I hope you get yours, immediately. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch all of this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, would you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And there's definitely more to come. And that's it, boils and ghouls. Take care. Have a good night. And I'll see you all later. Bye.